guys, how you doing? This is Manga section. I'm here today to bring you the review for My Hero Academia. Not manga. We are not reading manga right now. We are rocking the anime. We're watching the anime. So episode 44 is what I got to say here. So let's get right into it. So we start the episode off with Deku and Shoji, I do believe his name is, alongside Dark Shadow. And we basically find out through Shoji how this came about, why right now Dark Shadow is running Rampage. And Shoji gives Deku, he asks him a question. Like, are you going to help me with Dark Shadow, or are you going to go after Baku? Because right now, personally, I can't leave a friend in need. So I'm going to be here trying to, sort things out with Dark Shadow. Deku, what are you going to do? So you're thinking, Deku's going to choose Baku for obvious reasons. Well, not obvious reasons, but you most likely the majority of people would have thought, yeah, Deku's going to go after Baku. But that is not what Deku wants to do. Deku's smart. He thinks. One of his best traits. He says, nah, bro. I'm not going after Baku and leaving you to deal with Dark Shadow together. We gonna do both. So as you saw within the episode, Deku leads Dark Shadow to Baku, to Shoto, so they can help him deal with Dark Shadow, subside it with the fire. So kill two birds with one stone. It actually ended up being three birds with one stone, with the three birds being Deku looking for Baku and finding him, getting rid of Dark Shadow, and yeah, not part of the initial plan, but they was also able to take out a villain who has been attacking them. Dark Shadow just easily one-shotted that. But yeah, as I was saying, because of Deku's thinking, not just concentrating on his friend, but all of his friends, it led to them dealing with three problems that were being faced in the time. So that was a good touch to the episode. So the next thing I want to talk about is Ravity and Floppy. So we see them within this episode. They are also dealing with a hero. Don't really have much to say about Floppy. What I think I want to say right here is really focused on Ravity, and I'm going to talk about Toga in a bit after that. So usually in animes, shonens, when it comes to the main female character, they're usually hated by the majority of the fandom because they're seen as useless. And sometimes it's true, and I can see where the useless comment comes from. But for me personally, I never hate them. I just think, yeah, you're useless. You're useless. But with Ravity being the main female character of Class A of My Hero Academia, she has yet to portray that useless useless trait I guess. And with other characters, for example of useless characters, Sakura from Naruto, she was seen as useless. Lucy from Fairytale, seen as useless. Both of them seen as useless, and that's fine. Being that not everybody can be the star of the show, whatever. But it's the fact that they're useless. I think the thing that gets on people's nerves the majority of the time is the fact that they're useless and they say they want to be better, but you never really see them do anything substantial or any steps to become better that justifies whatever. So that's the main, at least I think that's what the main problem with these two characters are, and why people hate them and consider them useless. But with Ravity, on the other hand, she sees her weakness. She says she's going to correct her weakness. And then we see her do things to correct said weakness and then put it into play. And that's what we see within this episode when she's able to take down Toga using techniques while she was on work experience. Yes, you can still say, yeah, but she never got the job fully done because she got sidetracked and Toga was able to take the blood. But regardless of that, I still think that when it comes to main female characters, Urabity is one of the best. Yeah, I definitely think so. Definitely think so on that. So Urabity and Floppy were taken on Toga until Deku and company arrived, and it's like Toga's like, you know what? I gotta go now. It's getting a bit late. Too many people here. But wow, it seems like Toga was messing about, and we found out by the end of the episode she didn't get as much blood as she was supposed to. She was only there to get blood. I know what she can do with said blood, but I want to ask you guys, the anime only watchers, what do you think she's collecting blood for? That's a question for you guys. So, moving on. So we had a bit with Creation Girl and another hero. I'm not sure if he's class A, class B, if I'm honest. But we see the Creation Girl, Momo, her name is. She's beat up. I'm not gonna say she's in like near death, but she is definitely beat up. I'm not gonna say obviously scared, but I'm gonna say scared as well. She's fleeing with this guy. I think it was a Nomu. I think it was a Nomu chasing after them. It seems peak. It seems like they're going to be on death's door. This Nomu is going in for the attack, and then because he got the signal that job's done, time to vacate, it starts to vacate. But what I like here is that Momo didn't forget that she's a hero in training. She didn't think, all right, cool, he's going, I can relax. She's still on board. She's still thinking, what can I do in this situation? And she creates something. She tells the guy that she's with, put this on this guy, and that's it. Then we need to go. So it's a tracker, guys. It's a tracker. Sorry, spoilers. Spoilers. Sorry. Well, I think that's a minor spoiler, and I think you can forgive me for that. But yeah, it's a tracker. So well done for Momo, man. Well done. So yeah, there was the bit with the naval guy, and he's cowering. That because we see that how everybody is on board with doing their bit to help in the situation. However, we have the naval guy who shoot the navels out of his the lasers out of his navel. We see him cowering. So he's not doing his bit. He's afraid, and I'm cool with that. Simply because we need to remember, at the end of the day, they're heroes in training. At the end of the day, they are still kids. So it's not unrealistic to have people that are afraid, and to have one person within the vicinity, right, get me right now, it makes that more realistic. So I'm happy for that. So I think I skipped over something. So yeah, so also in the chapter we find out why these guys are after Baku, to make him a villain, to show him the other side of the path that he can walk down. And he is captured, but in this episode fairly easily by Mr. Compression, I think his name is, and a backup plan for Mr. Compression, so if they thought of on the fly, was to take Dark Shadow as well. Whatever his name is, I'm gonna just call him Dark Shadow. So they thought to take him as well, simply because he was feeling the power supply. I mean, not the power supply, the display that he showed earlier when he took out the other hero in one hit. So I can't fault Mr. Compression for that. So yeah, he's got them two captured in marbles, and he's like, yeah, job done, S out. So he's leaving. I think he also alerted everybody else and told them it's time to leave, but I can't remember 100% sure if that's true. So everybody's leaving now. And even in the midst of Zen, you definitely smart, man. You just keep coming up with plans. They could come up with a plan so that they can capture him. Floppy throws them. You saw the episode, they throw each other, and the episode ends off with them crashing down. So that always guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions, but yeah, it's not quite time for that. So what do you think is going to happen next? They've caught up to them. Would you be able to say both of them? Get me that. What do you think is going to happen there as well? And there's also the bit with the Pussycats. They have the defeated their villain as well. But the guy who can use the wormhole warp thing, he has appeared as well. So do you think they're going to be safe? So that's everything to happen within the episode. I really like how the episode is showing the kids. Yes, they are still kids. They may not be able to deal with villains, but they do what they can, and also just showing that yes, that they are heroes in training, but they're also kids as well. And I'm going back to the whole thing with the naval guy being afraid. So I just like how they're showing that the kids that are heroes in training still learning to deal with villainous situations, dealing with hero situations that they're gonna have to deal with once they get older. That's really what I liked about this episode, and it's for those reasons I am going to give this episode a 4-star rating and call it a review. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.